to the rim. Peltier with a little bit too much contact was called for the foul.
Marshall's first attempt is good. Second, good. So 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. USVI should hold for the last shot. Rivera. Pats it. Gets it to Peltier on the wing. Peltier passes it out. Turnover. Peltier, having not played a minute yesterday, got a lot of minutes today.
Which is good for him because it's just going to make his confidence get better and better. And they can use him later on down in the tournament.
Rivera with great defense on Thomas. The best shot that he could get was about 5 feet within the half-court line. So, 66-45. Very impressive performance thus far by the U.S. Virgin Islands.
I think Coach Bond is going to use this last quarter to start working on different sets that he probably was going to be using tomorrow against the British Virgin Islands team. Look for him to call a lot of plays in this last quarter of this game.
And as you mentioned before, limited time to practice, so these are like open scrimmages right here. We'll be back with the final quarter of play between the U.S. Virgin Islands and Guyana. Final 10 minutes of the second game of the day on day 2 of the CBC Championships. This again is a qualifier for
Central Basket Tournament, which is in about 6 weeks in Mexico.
Nice interior pass, Eiffel to Webster.
Coach Barnes electing to go with 5 of his bench players to start the fourth quarter.
So Rivera gets it to Peltier. Rivera back on top. Peltier on the right side wing. Short corner to Craig Williams. Peltier from deep. Splash.
The kid has a lot of confidence, Rashidi.
Webster with another deuce. So here comes Rivera. Richards to Williams in the high post. Rivera able to retrieve the deflected ball. Williams can hit that. No good. Rebound Webster.
He's fading away on his jump shot. He needs to go towards the rim.
So Thomas gets it to Kanai. Kanai, splash. 69-52. The advantage is 17 Rivera doesn't look for his shot at all, but Peltier certainly does. Splash!
And Rashidi, he can fill it up with the best of them. I once saw this guy play in a summer league game, and it's in fuego with him. Greg Williams trying to get a charge for the third time.
So Williams is being replaced by Smith.
Coach Barnes wants to know if he can ask a question.
And better than that, he wants to know when can I ask.
The referee looks at him and said, "I'll be back."
So Thomas misses his first one.
Never a dull moment had the CBC tournament.
Not at all.
Beautiful island of Tortola, British Virgin Islands.
Second attempt, good. So, Richards gives it to Rivera, who decides to take one. Splash! It's turning into a wet fet. Poor pass. Steal by Richards. Here comes Rivera. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh! Peltier from a distance. No good. Rebound, Kanai. Kanai gets it across the timeline. Thomas from deep.
And Rivera is cool like the other side of the pillow. Nifty ball handling by the point guard living in Puerto Rico.
Very unselfish, because I've seen him pass up several of those looks that he just knocked down. So Rivera across the timeline. Gets it to Richards. Richards looking at Smith. Samuel sets the screen. Smith with the pull-up from the corner. Rivera thought about it. Gives it to Richards. Shot clock violation by Guyana. And Guyana's head coach is looking for a timeout.
Coach Barnes wants to know if the ball didn't hit the backside of the rim. The referee's telling him, no sir. We'll be back.
.7:21 to go in the ball game. Guyana possession. They got to go 3/4 lengths of the floor. Marshall gets it in. Passes it back to Kanai. Back to Marshall. Marshall across the timeline. Gets Eiffel. Eiffel penetrates. Ooh. Oh my goodness! Right church, wrong pew. Block shot by Smith.
Smith was above the rim. The young fella got those boingings.
So Eiffel has it on the right side baseline. He's being guarded by Richards. The foul is called on Richards. So Marshall with an obvious mismatch with Peltier trying to guard him in the post. So Marshall now being guarded by Richards. The foul is called on Richards.
Coach Barnes with a little strategy to guard Marshall down in the post as he's trying to use his height advantage against the U.S. Virgin Islands guards.
Eiffel on the left side wing passes it into Webster. Webster also on a shorter defender in the post. Marshall from deep. Splash. 75-56. So Rivera across the timeline.
What
beautiful
a pass
look
by Rivera.
And Smith with this. Oh, Samuel with the send it in.
The kid has definitely proved himself that he can handle that point guard position.
So Guyana handles the pressure easily. Eiffel with the baseline J gets it to go. 77-58. Rivera settles things down, waits for the screen from Smith. Smith gets it on the roll. And one. The hoop and the harm. Again, great execution by the U.S. Virgin Islands squad.
Well, Rivera being a floor leader, waited for the pick, came around the screen, Smith rolled, got the foul and one.
Smith's free throw attempt is no good. Ooh, that wasn't pretty at all. Stealing by Samuel.
Look out down below, Rashidi.
So the foul is on Shane Webster. Did not want to be on the local highlights.
Coach Barnes wondering why it wasn't an intentional or flagrant foul, as the Guyana defender didn't seem to go after the ball.
Webster so didn't want to be on a highlight reel that he just accepted his 5th personal foul on it. Either that or he just doesn't want any more of this action. So Samuel gets the roll.
Samuel and Smith, if there wasn't any names on the back of the jerseys,
right,
I would have sworn it was brothers.
I got them mixed up a couple of times, I did. I'm glad that you pointed that out. Thank you very much for saving your partner. So, Guyana has the ball in their side of court. Kleiner, I haven't said his name in a while. Good tap back by Eiffel. So Rivera in the teeth of the defense, gives it off to Peltier. Peltier penetrates. The floater did not go. So the pass ahead to Marshall. No good. Rebound. Richards. So gets it ahead to Rivera. Rivera weaves through traffic, pulls it out, and settles down his team. Great leadership from Rivera. Rivera whistled for a carry.
Just about to say he's very nifty with the ball, and then he gets called for carrying or palming the ball.
So Marshall handling the point guard duties for Guyana. He's being guarded by Peltier. Gives it off to Kleber. Kleber, no good. Rebound Marshall. He's going to take that and hit that. So the U.S. Virgin Islands up by 18 with 4:30 to go in the ball game. Rivera gets it to Richards on the left side wing. Richards.
Rashidi Richards looked like he got a vertical on him.
Oh, he certainly does. I think he's actually a Sunstroke RVI Hoop Classic Slam Dunk champion some years ago.
Name is familiar. I'm not.
Used to play at Eudora Ken.
Haven't seen the young fellow play ball, but I've heard his name around. He's one of the bright new young stars on the U.S. Virgin Islands team.
So a timeout has been called with the score 81-63. We're going to come back for the closing moments of this one. All right, so Xavier Richards heads to the line to shoot 2. So we're going to start to look ahead. What's coming up next?
Coming up next in the third game, the second day of the CBC 2014 tournament, is the Bahamas versus Antigua. Bahamas had a good showing yesterday. Antigua trying to get on the scoreboard.
So Kanai with the rebound, gets it to Marshall. Marshall with the finger roll. So Rivera is going to bring it across the timeline. Limited minutes for Shepard today, which is a great sign looking ahead into this tournament. Peltier at the top, crossover, gets it to Richards. It's all about the youth movement right now for the U.S. Virgin Islands. Richards, baseline, penetration, around the world. Good.
And as Kevin Shepard of the Virgin Islands would say, if this was the Summer League, he would have said, Flotadora.
Fade away, no good. Great hustle by Smith or Samuel. I'm confused. Rivera is fouled up top.
Almost seems like the ball is on a string with Rivera. Young kid is very good handling the basketball. Minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. U.S. Virgin Islands leading 83-65.
And Rivera handling up top. Pull up. No good. Rebound, Stephanie. Has it knocked away, so he'll have to inbound. 3:08 to go. Kanai gets it to Stephanie. Stephanie across the timeline. Being guarded by Rivera. Rivera, tenacious D. Falta personal on Rivera. Seemed like solid defense. But a little bit of contact.
I thought it was good defense also. Rivera moving his feet. Staying in front of the defender. But the refs saw it different.
The old school three-point play, no good. So Rivera gets it ahead to Gray. Gray on the pull-up. The kiss off the glass is good. 85-67. Stephanie with the finger roll.
Stephanie.
So Peltier slows it down, gives it back to Rivera. Rivera calls for a high screen.
And look at the leadership of the guard. He's not forcing the issue. He's going to make them come out and guard him.
Rivera passes it off. Beautiful lob.
And the Virgin Islands team just toying with the Guyana team right now.
That was Samuel on the business end of the lob. So Stephanie will shoot 2 with 2:09 to go in the ball game. No good. Free throw. No good. So Peltier on the wing, on the run. Good.
Beautiful move by the nifty quick guard out of St. Thomas.
So Marshall, pull up. No good. Rebound. Peltier. Peltier on the run. Gets it on the wing. Three-pointer on the way. Splash. So today, the U.S. Virgin Islands shot the ball very well from deep, contrary to yesterday. However, the result will be the same. Another victory for the U.S. Virgin Islands when the clock goes 0-0-0.
Not a good sign for the British Virgin Islands because they're moving on all cylinders right now. The defense is looking good. They're shooting the ball good. The bench is playing good.
Shades of gray. No good. Marshall. Marshall didn't get the runner. Falta personal. Samuel will send Roberts to the free throw line. First free throw for Roberts. No bueno.
And the VI team not pressured at all. This game was over early, Rashidi.
Oh, a long time ago. The Eiffel Tower will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. One minute to go in the ball game.
A minute left in the game, and Coach Barnes is still coaching.
He sure is. So Eiffel hits the first one. So Rivera advanced the ball across the timeline. U.S. Virgin Islands, if they plan this out correctly, should have 2 more possessions and this ball game is over. Peltier drops it off for Samuel. Samuel for 2. And these young guns are playing for minutes out here. A lot of hustle still for the USVI squad. Gray, nice pass to Eiffel.
Not sure what that foul was about.
Eiffel obviously has no dinner plans. He's extending this game for some reason. So Peltier is going to go to the free throw line. No bueno. One more for Peltier. Good. So, 19 seconds to go in the ball game. Guyana with possession of the rock. Roberts gets it to Eiffel on the wing. Eiffel for three, no good. Marshall picks it up. Lots and lots of physicality out there. So, with 1 second left to go in the ball game, we could wrap up at this point. 95-73.
Coach Barnes, who's an NBA scout for the Minnesota Timberwolves, got to be proud and happy with the success that his team showed today facing this Guyana team.
So he works for Milt Newton?
That would be his boss.
There you go. So it's like nepotism, but different. So this ball game is over 95-75. The U.S. Virgin Islands with another big victory. Average margin of victory for the U.S. Virgin Islands is 17.5 points per game thus far in the tournament. I'm doing good with this math thing. So Calvert White is going to try and have a word with Coach Barnes, if I am not mistaken. So Guyana falls to 0-2 in the tournament thus far. The U.S. Virgin Islands shot 55%. Guyana, 34% from the field. USVI not bad from distance either, 36%, 11 of 30 shooting. Free throws, they were 71% from the line. Rebounds, the U.S. Virgin Islands was actually out-rebounded by Guyana 42-38. But on assists, the U.S. Virgin Islands had 30 assists to Guyana's 12. In the turnover column, U.S. Virgin Islands, not bad with 14 turnovers. Guyana had 17 turnovers. And again, indicative of the pressure that the U.S. Virgin Islands was applying, they mustered 13 steals and 4 block shots in the ball game. At this time, we're going to toss it down to my partner in crime, Mr. Calvert White, who has the coach of the U.S. Virgin Islands squad, Mr. Milton Barnes.
I'm here with Coach Milton Barnes, who's the head coach of the U.S. Virgin Islands basketball team. First off, Coach, congratulations on the win. Impressive win by your team, but surprisingly, you played your bench a lot today. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the idea was to get our veteran guys some rest, but get these young guys ready to play in case we need them. The next game is going to be a very, very tough game for us, so we got to make sure we've got guys at least have some experience, and these guys haven't played enough, so I had to get them on the floor.
You're missing 2 key players in Walter Hodge and Ivan Oscar, who's playing right now. Real impressive with the point guard off the bench, Rivera. Tell me a little something about him.
Well, I tell you, Angel's done a good job. He's young, but he's learning. Tegan's trying to take him under his wing, trying to teach him how to control things out there, and he's really learning fast, and I'm really happy for him because he's been a key player for us.
Up next for you guys tomorrow is going to be the host team, the British Virgin Islands. It's going to be hectic in here. It's going to be a hostile environment. Are you guys ready for that task?
Well, that's why I wanted to try and get these guys ready because, you know, it's going to take a whole team effort to get a chance. BVI is very good, and we got to be ready to play.
Once again, Milton Barnes, head coach of the U.S. Virgin Islands basketball team. Good luck.